Welcome to Cat Scratch Kitchen. Today we're going to make a mock pumpkin pie from carrots. Your first question probably is why? First, carrots are more readily available in some areas and usually cheaper in most places. Do you have a supply of carrots in the fridge that might go to waste? Then this is an excellent way to use them. You might also prefer the taste and texture of carrot pie over pumpkin pie. Carrot pie has a sweet and nutty flavor, while pumpkin pie has a more spicy and earthy flavor. Carrot pie also is smoother and creamier in texture, while pumpkin pie can be more dense and custardy. Carrots are higher in fiber and most vitamins than pumpkins. They have considerably more vitamin K and B6, good for bone health, metabolism, and the brain. And lastly, you might just want to try something new or different. After all, we want to have fun in the kitchen. Want to learn how to make a carrot pie? Well, grab your apron and let's get started. Okay, first you're going to need a deep dish pie crust, either store-bought or homemade. This happens to be my favorite from King Arthur. It's made in the food processor with some vinegar, makes it light and flaky, and being in the food processor makes it really easy and a snap to put together. Then you're going to need about 1.5 pounds of chopped up carrots so that you can make your carrot puree. Now, I made mine in the Instant Pot. It takes about 4 minutes, and you can also do it on the stovetop, but you want to make sure after you've drained them off that you run them through the hot pan just a little while just to make sure all the moisture is gone. Then stick them in the food processor, blend them up with a couple of tablespoons of butter, and you've got your carrot puree all set. Now we're going to set it aside and put the rest of the pie together. We have our white sugar, have an equal amount of brown sugar. All the measurements will be in the recipe. We have a little bit of salt, cinnamon, and pumpkin pie spice. And we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And you just want to mix that together. Now in a large bowl, we want 2 eggs. We want to come back to our carrot mixture, add it to the eggs. Everything is going to go in this bowl now. Put our sugar mixture and spices, sugar and spice mixture. Stir that together just till we get all the sugar and spice through the carrots. Now we need 12 ounces of evaporated milk. This is about 14.5, so I'm going to use almost all of it. Just add it real gradually while stirring. Now we're going to take our pie crust and we're just going to pour a filling inside. Now you see the little flecks in the carrot mixture? That's just where the butter that we added to the carrots is kind of solidified. As it bakes, it will go ahead and melt. Now it's ready for the oven. We're going to put it in a 425-degree preheated oven for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you want to go ahead and turn down the temperature to 350, and you're going to let it continue to cook for about 40 to 50 minutes or until a knife inserted in the center comes out clean. And here's our pie right out of the oven. Now you want to let it cool to room temperature and then stick it in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. It's best if it's nice and cold, and then we'll cut it and put some whipped cream on top. Now that looks delicious. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and learned something new too. As always, the recipe is just below the like button, as well as the link so that you can print it out. Let me know in the comments if you've tried a carrot pie and your impressions of it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Cat Scratch Kitchen and come back every week for a new and delicious recipe. Until next week, have fun in the kitchen.